It's officially lock-in season where we refocus on everything. And self-care and hygiene is one of the 4 things I'm locking in. So if you've been feeling less disciplined, these are micro self-care / hygiene habits you can add to your day to better your self-care.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Wake up, it's time to lock in, and you're doing this with her. So let's welcome your host, Sada.
Stop it. No, seriously, stop it. We gotta lock in. Welcome to my new series. In this 4-part series, we're gonna be resetting everything. Health, faith, mindset, self-care, hygiene, because we're not waiting till the new year. Today, I obviously had to start with the self-care and hygiene. So today we're talking about micro hygiene and self-care habits you can add every single day so that it doesn't seem like this big, huge chain. And just something small you can add to get closer to your goals and become the best version of yourself. Because either way, the end of the year is gonna come. What you do in between that time is up to you. So, what you gonna do? Enough of that. Welcome to Operation Lock-In, the extended version. If you follow me on short form content like TikTok, Instagram, all of that, I'm actually doing this series called Operation Lock-In where we're resetting everything. I'm restarting my hair journey, everything. But I wanted to do an extended version for the YouTube girlies. It's honestly my favorite platform to post on, so I wanted to do this, and I have so much to say. I have been seeing progress, whether it's like my hair, my body, faith, just everything that I'm doing in this lock-in season that I have been seeing. It's a little different because these are micro habits. That means we're not seeing this huge goal, like we want to get to this goal, but we have to do so much. No, it starts with small things so that it becomes a system so that we can actually achieve these things. And if it's not obvious enough, my whole channel is about self-care, hygiene, because I'm so passionate about that, like just self-care, becoming the best version of myself. I used to actually struggle with my hygiene. I did. And I remember actually praying one day, I was like, God, please help me stay consistent with taking showers at night. Like I remember it was like early high school, like it was just a struggle for me to take care of myself. Once I figured out like the system of like, oh, like it's actually better for me. Like I feel better, I feel cleaner, but also just like self-care, appearance, how I appear in, whether it's just on camera or in person or like anywhere that I go, really being mindful of that has helped me feel better, has boosted my confidence. And so today I'm here to share with you these micro, tiny hygiene self-care habits that I've added throughout my day that has just been transforming my life. So if you don't know where to start and you just want to add to just small habits, healthy habits, stay tuned for the series because I got a lot for you. I used to put hair a couple times a week and I used to see like, why is my hair, my scalp not, going with this? It almost felt like the oil was too heavy for my scalp. I didn't see no growth. It was almost like blocking, but also adding these layers of just buildup just from the oil. And I just wouldn't, it would take me forever to wash it. So that means it has the hair smell. And I don't like that. I discovered hair serums, which is so much better for my scalp. My scalp has been taking it in. When I tell you, I have a couple that I've been using, but just switching from hair oil to hair serum, my scalp has been doing so much better. And if you don't know, I'm on this new journey where I'm restarting my hair journey again because I did a curly cut last year. It didn't really turn out the way I wanted it, but I liked it at that time. It looked so healthy. But I thought by this time, a year later, my hair was gonna be long, luscious, no breakage. It was all gonna be even. None of that happened. None of that. And I kind of missed the length I had before I cut it. And so this time I want to do it the healthy way. And so I am restarting my hair journey. And one of the ways is using hair serum. Now, hair oils is not bad. It's not bad to use it as like a pre-shampoo or doing it like once a week to massage your hair, to, stimulate hair growth. That is also good. I love me some Jamaican black castor oil, adding the rosemary, every oil that helps with hair growth. Just once a week though. I've been using the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Serum and the Rizos Curls Hair Lengthening Serum. The Rizos Curls actually has rosemary oil, and if you know, rosemary is really good to stimulate hair growth. So these two have been just up in the front not every single night, but 3-4 times a week. And the reason why my scalp has been taking the serums better is not only because it's lighter, but it also contains active ingredients designed to penetrate the scalp. So it stimulates follicles, promotes new growth, making them a good choice for daily use. So that just makes it better to use it every single day. If it's not too heavy for your scalp, you can use it daily. I've actually been using it 3-4 times a week at nighttime, and I just massage my hair, flipping it, and that really helps stimulate hair growth because the blood is rushing to your scalp. And so this is something I used to actually do before, but I would just do it on my wash days. So it got to a point where I was putting too much oil on my scalp that it was just building too much, buildup. Now that I switched to serum, it has been doing so much better. I actually have been seeing new growth. I am so excited. By the end of the year, I can't wait to do a length check. And not just because for the length, but also my hair has been looking healthier, shinier, like just more bouncy. And obviously it's the products that I've been using, but if you want like a full hair video, let me know, because I will not gatekeep. I will tell you every single thing that I've been using. So if you feel like hair oil has been too heavy for your scalp, this could be for any type of hair. This is really for your scalp health. Maybe switch to hair serums and see how that works for you, because I didn't even realize how hair oils was just causing buildup and not really helping my hair grow. So hair serums has just been changing the game. Next is to add vinegar when you wash your clothes. Because have you ever smelled your clothes and was like, yeah, it smells clean, but it also smells dirty. Almost like dirt mixed with, detergent. I mean, that is the worst smell, listen. And it almost has like this old water smell to it from, maybe you've been walking outside, that outside smell. Maybe it's still part of your clothes, so it mixes with your detergent and it just does not smell pleasant. Yeah, vinegar will help with that, because I've been adding vinegar just like a little bit. Doesn't even have to be a cup, maybe half a cup. A quarter, honestly. Doesn't even have to be a lot. And I put it where the bleach is at. So, I don't really use bleach anymore that much, but ever since I've been adding vinegar, I feel like my clothes have been cleaner. It's been smelling more like neutralized. So obviously we know vinegar smells like feet itself. But when you add it with, your detergent, your softener, it just helps take away and neutralize the smell so that your clothes can actually smell good. Vinegar's acidic property actually break down excess detergent and minerals. So it makes your clothes softer, brighter, and also neutralizes the smell. I actually stopped using regular detergent like a couple years ago because of just, non-toxic things. I've been just swapping things slowly. And I've realized all the things we use, like the Tides and the Gains and everything, it's toxic, but it's really hard to take it out of our clothes. So adding vinegar actually slowly breaks it down so that your clothes can actually be washed properly and it just doesn't hold smell. I love everything about vinegar except the smell. Also, this is white distilled vinegar, not apple cider vinegar, because I love apple cider vinegar to detox, but the white distilled vinegar is like for cleaning, laundry, all of that. Even though I switched to like non-toxic detergent, softener, if you want like on a natural side, vinegar can actually be your softener and you just leave it like that. But I need something that smells good. So shout out to Downy, because they actually came out with like this new thing. It's like no dye, no perfume. I'm like, I grabbed it. Not only is it good for you, but it also smells better. My sisters came to my room like yesterday when I was doing laundry and they're like, what is that smell? It smells so good. I'm like, the softener. You should use it. So just adding a small amount of vinegar with your laundry can go so far. I used to look like a shrimp walking to class, sitting down on my phone, while on my desk, like on my computer, anywhere that I go, slouching on the couch. And honestly, that does not make you look confident. That's something I had to learn, because we're mostly sitting on our phones or like on our work desk. We are sitting more than ever, like just statistically. Can make a slouch. So if I sat like this and talk to you the whole time, which one looks more confident? Like this or like this? I think just a small change, just a micro habit that you can add is just whenever you could think of it, fix your posture. So whenever I'm on my phone, I fix my posture. Whenever I'm like on my computer editing, I'm like fixing my posture. I've been doing this actually since college, because if you don't know, I was in exercise. I have my major in exercise science, and exercise science is big on posture, sedentary behavior, and everything like that. And so our professors, like in the middle of class, would be like, fix your posture. All of us would be on our desk like this. Everybody would just be coming up. Like, it would be annoying because there were days like I had cramps and everything like that. So we'd just like be fixing our posture. But now I see the benefits, okay? It just makes you look more confident. And I know we're talking about hygiene, but like we're also talking about self-care. And for you to look more confident, to present yourself better, fixing your posture is such a small way to do that. I mean, if you have to set reminders, do that. If you have to set alarms where it's just like, fix your posture, do that, because it will help you look and feel so much more confident. Next is apply your products while your skin is damp. That means like right out of the shower. If you used to watch my old videos, you know how much I used to oppose this. Like, it used to make me feel so icky to put on products while my skin was damp, like right out of the shower. I had to grab my towel first. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. Like it doesn't feel good. But actually the past like months I've been doing it, my skin not only has been feeling soft, but it looks glowy. And I don't remember the last time I've been ashy. I was watching like some video, and if you've seen the rise of like, black shower talk, especially on TikTok and everything like that with the witch hazel and everything, everybody was like, apply your products with damp skin. Like while your skin is still wet from the shower, apply it. And I was like, let me do it. So I caved in. And I tried it and it was worth it, because now what I do is I take a shower, and then right when I get out of the shower, I don't grab my towel first. I grab my urea, hyaluronic serum, something that will add hydration like a serum, and I use it when my skin is wet, apply it all over my body, and then I dry it with a towel. After I do that, my skin feels so much softer. It feels like moisturized already. And then I add on my butter, my oil. When I tell you, I go to bed feeling so soft, clean. When I wake up the next morning, my skin feels hydrated. Like, I don't remember the last time I put on lotion in the morning, because my skin is still hydrated from the night before. And it does make sense, because product absorbs with water. All these serums, the hyaluronic, the urea, they don't work with dry skin. So when you dry your skin and put it on, like, you won't get the full benefit of the product. So ever since I've been using it while my skin is damp, it has been doing so much better for me. Honestly, now that I think about it, whenever I put on my face products, my skin, I make sure to spray something on it so that the hyaluronic acid or whatever I'm putting on absorbs better. So why haven't I been doing that for my body? Just try this, okay? While your skin is still damp, add your oils, your butters, everything like that. And then you could go in with a towel if it's getting too everywhere, because I still have to use a towel. It's just I don't grab it as soon as I get out of the shower. So before you're like, no, I'm not doing that, just try it. Let me know, okay? I was literally like this. It will help your skin feel so much softer. And if you already do this every single day, what product do you add right after you get out of the shower? Because I just use hyaluronic and urea serum, but I want to know what you use. Keeping your lips moisturized is such a small habit, but it makes you look so much cleaner, because one of the best compliments I get is like, you look clean. Not only like do you smell clean, you are clean, it's you look clean. And I remember the first time I actually got that compliment was, I lived in that school. The supervisor that was like, there while we were cleaning up, she was like, you look clean. I don't know how to explain it, but you look clean. I'm like, that's the best compliment. And ever since I went to college, I made sure my lips were never dry, because the last thing I want is walking around with dry lips, flaking, and the rest of my body's clean. I'm wearing my perfume. Honestly, that doesn't make sense to me. So I keep any type of lip gloss. I have one right here, my work bag, my workout bag. Anywhere that I go, I make sure I have something to moisturize my lips. And now it's the perfect time, because the colder weather is coming, fall, winter, and those are the months where our lips will get dry fast. And keeping your lips moisturized is good, but let's take it a step further. When your lips are glossy, it's even better. That's what I try to do. Every single thing that I use, I make sure like it's a lip treatment. It will actually help my lips feel soft, but also helps it glowy, okay? So my 3 favorites are the Ola Henderson, Fenty. I love their Fenty lip balm. I love the Patchology. This is like nighttime. And then the new one I added is actually Lawless. They have like this new lip plumping nighttime lip balm. Wow, I have never felt something so thick that in the morning it's still on my lips. Also, I love to exfoliate my lips. So whether it's like a physical, or I love using, whenever I use glycolic acid, I put that on my lips. So the dead skin is actually being taken away, instead of just me adding just moisture on top of it. Cause like when you have dead skin, it will start not flaking, but you could just see it on your lips. So I make sure to do that to just get everything off. And then I also use hyaluronic acid at nighttime on my lips for moisture. That also helps keep my lips feel moisturized and actually be moisturized. But for the gloss part, I have so many lip glosses that I've added this year that I just keep it in every single bag, and I just make sure my lips are hydrated, moisturized, and look glossy at all times. Vaseline, Aquaphor, CeraVe Balm, whatever you use can take you so far, because not only can you use it for your lips, you can also use it for your eyebrows and lashes. That's one way where you can enhance your look without actually using makeup. So, if you're running around, you have 5 minutes to get ready, you need like in the morning to look good for the gym, feel put together, you can get your Vaseline Aquaphor, put it on your lips, lashes, brows, and it will help you look clean and have like that clean girl effect. The next thing is not an actual product, but something we can add for our routine, and that is slow down when you do your routine. Why are we in a rush to brush our teeth, to wash our face? Like we're in the shower just scrubbing fast. Like what's chasing us? Like, literally last time I was in the shower and I was just like scrubbing my body and I'm like, slow down. Like that is one thing I've added throughout my day is to slow down. When I brush my teeth, slow down. When I'm washing my face, like there's no hurry. Me cutting time a minute and like doing it faster and not properly is not gonna help me. I am so guilty of not slowing down and rushing through things. Like when I was younger, my mom, I'm Ethiopian, and so there's this word called S, which is like slow down. And they used to say that to me so many times because I would rush through everything. And if you have noticed too, sometimes, I talk fast. And I'm trying to slow that down. And even with my routine, I'm trying to slow it down. The best way I can describe it is I actually heard this quote and it says, to get ahead, you have to slow down. And that is so true because, we live in a time where everything has to be microwaved. Our goals have to come this way. Our glow up has to come so quickly. We can't have everything we want so quickly. And so slowing down is the way to get ahead. And I agree with that because I have been slowing down with everything. And the next part, actually, I'm going to talk more about this. I feel like slowing down goes to each part of the series. And it goes with this too. Whenever you're doing your hygiene, like your self-care days, why are we rushing to do our self-care nights when we're supposed to be relaxed, taking our time? I have been more intentional with slowing down with every single thing, even walking. I'll talk more about that on the other side, but practice slowing down your routine. Nothing has to be rushed. And also, like, if you're rushing, washing your scalp, washing my face, like, I catch myself so many times saying, like, I'm not doing it properly. When you're rushing, you're not washing your hair, washing your skin, like your body, putting on lotion, everything. It's not doing it properly. And also, it's just like, it's more luxurious when you slow down, you do everything, you set aside time, you're not rushing. Because anything rushed is never good. So take your time when you're doing your routine, making it just like a luxury time. This is taking care of yourself. So you don't want to rush that time. Out loud say it. And I'm like, slow down. Like we don't need to rush. Do you remember when I used to complain about that left foot that's really dry? Yeah, it's gone. Because you know why? I have created this consistent feet care routine. It takes me less than 2 minutes to do right before bed. And this is just a micro habit that I've added the past couple of months. And my feet has felt the softest it has ever felt. And maybe it's the products from the shower and everything like that, but I know this is like 50% of it that has just been helping me. The cold weather is coming. Our lips will be dry. Our feet will be dry. Our elbows and knees will be dry. To prevent our feet being dry, and I know we're not going to show our feet. No, the dogs won't be out, but it's still good to take care of your feet for you. And so when I'm in bed or when I'm taking a shower, I want to be proud to look at my feet, and I don't want it to be dry. So what I've been doing is obviously I wash it inside the shower. I have like the foot scrub, so it really helps me get everything. But right before I go to bed, what I've been doing is I've been adding this glycolic inky list stick. So this is a body glycolic acid stick, which basically helps your skin exfoliate. So it's not a physical exfoliant, but it's a chemical exfoliant. So this is something you can do. Like I do this like 3-4 times a week. I don't do it every single night because I don't know if my feet can handle that much exfoliation. I put this balm all over the heel and like the bottom of my foot. And then I go in with a foot cream. I love this foot cream, and I just lather it all over my feet, and already it feels so soft. But to ump it up, to add something a little bit more, and I'm gonna be doing this a lot more during the winter, is I add Aquaphor or Vaseline, some type of petroleum jelly, and I put that all over my feet. And to seal it, I wear these cozy fuzzy socks. And I know I've heard it all before. You wear socks to bed? I do. Guilty. And honestly, I love it. I used to be a no socks wearer to bed, but ever since I figured out that it has been helping me with my cramps, just like whenever you have cramps, sleeping with socks is actually like a Chinese medicine practice. And so I have been doing that, and I have not been waking up, with cramps, and it just helps warm your womb. Because did you know your feet is actually connected to your uterus? So if your feet is warm, your uterus is also warm. That's something I've been learning. I've been learning more about like Chinese medicine practice, things to like for self-care, wellness. I've just been learning more about that, and I can't wait to like fully do that so I could come back and tell you those tips. The last thing is actually to smile more. And I know you're gonna be like, this is not hygiene and self-care, but it actually is more to the self-care part. And I used to hate when people used to be like, smile, or even men, when they're like, smile, baby girl. Ugh, I am not smiling. Like that's when I shut my lips. I used to hate when people tell me to smile, or like I never got the reason of why are we smiling? Like, why do we need to smile? But it's really our accessory. How you present yourself is so important, and I'm learning that every single day as I'm growing. And so every event I've been going to, or like rooms I've been stepping in, a smile can take you so far. You are more approachable. Yes, there's benefit for you, but also for others. So like what I've been doing more and practicing more is like, you know, when you go to a grocery store or anything like that, smiling at the cashier, even when strangers smile at you, smile back. Because one thing is like, you know, I have a European friend that always says like, why do Americans always smile? Like when you're walking, you know, it's called the American smile, where you're like, you know, like, yeah, that smile. Obviously, like, I'm not used to that. I don't really do that as much. But now, like, when people smile at me, I'll smile too. Just small interactions that I have. Thank you. Like, someone's holding the door for me. Thank you. Smiling, making eye contact. These are all the ways that it can help present yourself better. And also, it's a mood booster. It could change your mood. Just doing just a smile. You know, whenever I'm having like just those off days, obviously there's days I'm like, I don't want to smile, and I won't smile. But whenever I'm having those days, I just stand by the mirror and I smile. Like sometimes I'm just like, and it really does help. Obviously, it's not going to change the situation. It's not going to change my mood fully, but it will change something where things will be okay. It's just a bad day. But also like just in general, I've just been looking up more because I'm tired of this nonchalant thing, okay? If you knew me before, like I used to eat it up when people are like, oh, Sada, you're just so serious. I'm like, yeah, I'm a boss girl. I need to be serious. But really, a smile can take you so much. I will add to that is only smile if necessary. Like, don't smile to people please or you're uncomfortable. You don't have to laugh or smile at anything. So if you feel uncomfortable in a situation, one thing I have been practicing is if I'm uncomfortable in a situation, if I'm having those conversations that's just like almost like wasting my energy with laughing, I really keep that boundary. I don't think we should be smiling and laughing at every single thing, even if it's uncomfortable. This should be like a genuine smile. And so, as I mentioned, it's your accessory. So how you look, you know, you could take care of your skin, your hair, everything like that. Just adding a smile can do so much. Smiling more in pictures and not taking things too seriously, and also just not taking life too seriously. That's something I have been learning. Just make it like a small micro habit to just smile at people, strangers, babies, even babies. I just feel like this is just something small we can add throughout our day. So these are just the tiny micro habits I've been adding, and I've actually been seeing a difference. Just the way I am, the way I think of myself, and the way I take care of myself. Taking care of yourself, trying to become the best version of yourself doesn't have to be this huge goal that's in front of you, but just small, tiny micro habits that become our daily system. So thank you so much for watching part 1 of Operation Lock-In, and we're locking in with our self-care and hygiene. Let me know what tiny thing you'll be adding, because the end of the year is in 3 months, okay? And we're locking in this time, and this is something I'm doing. It's not something I'm just talking to you about, but something I'm adding, seeing a difference, and some things I've just added, and I really want to finish this year with a bang, glow out this year. Before you go, what better way to end this video than a giveaway? I get PR and I don't use all of it, and I wanted to share with you just to prep, to help you reset for this lock-in season. I'll also be adding my favorite lip gloss, just some things that are like personally my favorite too. So if you want to enter, you must be 18 or older. Then comment where you're from, your Instagram or email, just so I can contact you. And then also tell me what you're locking in this season. So thank you for always watching, supporting. I'll definitely be doing another giveaway, especially for the holidays. So stay tuned for the second part of Operation Lock-In, which is all about micro healthy habits we can add. So I have been locking in with my health, whether it's in the gym, the food I eat, the supplements, and I have been seeing a difference. I can't wait to show you like what I've been doing, even like my progress and everything, whether it's like at the gym, diet, but these are just tiny things I've been adding that has been making such a big difference. So if you want to lock in with your daily wellness routine, come back next week. But thank you so much for watching, and come again next week.